good for you.
The famous Derwood. Yes. Inspirator, instigator. Oh, it is. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I learned that word in the Army. What do you call me?
Charlie Brown, Honorable Senior Charlie Harbison, one gaze over this way, please, sir.
Well, the
let him see the
government
shelf in action.
You're lackadaisical. Am I lacking what?
I had one of them lackadaisicals, a wheel fell off from it. Yeah, fell right off.
What that means that you don't care. Oh, yeah. I got shit to do.
Man, I got you. You go ahead about your business. I just wanted to capture you in your natural habitat here, doing what great chefs do, preparing a feast. I mean, just in case you didn't
who's coming over?
Have any ideas like this. I mean, we got leftovers, some red sauces, some shrimp and crabs last night, corn on the cob, okra, and a heavenly egg mixture right here, baby, that'll make a hound dog hug a jackrabbit, make a bulldog break his chain. We call it Jesus food, because when you get all this kind of fruit and stuff put together, and biscuits, watermelons, like this man is a culinary artiste. Yes. Honorable Senior Charlie Harbison. He does look, who's he look like? Dagwood? No, it wasn't Dagwood. It was no.
Van Gogh?
No, the beatnik. I can't think of his name. We just said it last night. Dobie Gillis, the beatnik. What was the guy? Maynard G. Crab, baby.
What's the G stand for?
I don't know, but I mean we'd come up with our own conception of that, whatever it is. But this is Honorable Senior Charlie Harbison's kitchen. He does have a outdoor kitchen, which we cook in on a regular basis.
Yeah, I remember.
But the maestro is at work.
It's so pretty outside, you can't smoke out here. You have to go in the house and smoke. Back when we were smoking.
I love it. That will be made infamous there, Derwood. Yes, sir. It's too pretty and nice, and the air is too clean. You can't smoke outside. You got to go in the house to smoke. I love it. I love it. We get our own set of rules. It's like, what'd you say, Derwood, when you them 5-bean soups, when you can sit there and stick your finger in there and sop that bowl with your finger because ain't no women there to tell you that you ain't supposed to do that?
Got to get every bit of that sauce.
Ain't no women around to tell you can't do it.
In a way, we're glad Mama ain't here to see this.
There it is.
Like Charlie said, Mama taught me better, but Mama ain't here right now.
Mama taught me better, but she ain't here right now. I love it. I love it. I tell you what, I wish she was here. It's like I heard that preacher the other night say I went to this little Methodist Baptist church. I mean Baptist, Mexican.
Methodist Baptist, that's a new one.
Mexican Baptist church over on East Houston. And he said, what we need is some drive-by grandma slappings instead of shootings, you know. If some grandmas would drive by and slap some of them boys, they wouldn't be nearby as much as shooting going on.
Set you on the right path. You need some learning.
You need some learning, baby. And my mama was the one who could give it to you too, baby. She whooped me, and Daddy take up for me, and she whooped him too. Every time I got a whooping, Daddy got one.
I remember I got a whipping for getting a whipping at school.
If you got a whipping at school, you got a whipping when you got home.
Man. And then that talk down really made me feel bad. What they call that?
I'd rather get a whipping than a talking to.
Yeah. My daddy never shut up.
Whipping only lasts for so long.
The talking don't go away.
Between the looks and the lecturing, you felt, just whoop me and get it over with.
Yeah, please just whoop me. Write my ticket and let me go. I don't need no lecture. My daddy would run it in the ground. I'd never hear the end of it. And every time something came up similar, he'd bring it up and revisit the whole situation, reincarnate it, baby. It taught me not to mess up, because I didn't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
Charlie, what you got in there, son?
Well, let's see. We got some crab meat. We got some roasted hatch peppers. Got fresh jalapenos that I picked this morning. Some of the boiled potatoes that we had last night.
Boiled potatoes from in the boiled crab and shrimp last night.
Yeah.
And onions.
Yeah.
Leftover onions boiled in there. And the crab was boiled last night.
Yeah.
You ought to always boil 2 minutes so you can do this. Would you just look at that?
And you don't turn, if you know, a lot of folks will
keep busting it up where it's in little smithery, little small,
and it's
mushy.
Mother always said, you know,
and grainy.
They turn tough.
Well, this is a loving scramble here, baby. This ain't no just throw it in there and wallow it around, throw it on the table like a bunch of hogs, suck it down. This here you're going to take your time. You have to discipline yourself. If you don't, you'll be done sucked it down like a hobo on a hot dog. You know, the hobo ain't eating a while, give him a hot dog, man. 2 bites, it's gone. He didn't even know he ate anything. We're going to try to dine on this, baby. He's got that fresh pepper grinder over there, and he's going to, in just a second, he's going to grind a little more in there and kind of weave it in instead of just cluttering the top with it, too. Put a little bit in the middle and then put some on top when you eat it, and a little fresh ground pepper just transforms.
It makes a difference. Got fresh ground pepper, almost everything.
Get that off its.
Oh, yeah.
It's about to fall off on the bottom if you come over here. Yeah. All right. Cook's hands.
So kitchen hand.
Yeah, cook's hands. I wish I'd have got that on the video, but. All right, baby. I mean, the maestro has completed the masterpiece.
Oh, we got some corn in here too.
Oh yeah, we got. What kind of corn is that?
Olathe.
Olathe corn. Man, when you get something like that, it don't need no help. It's just one of the best, sweetest tasting corns. I mean, it's like candy.
It really is.
Yeah. This is carrying right here, just in case you just look down here and see all this watermelon sliced up and all these vegetables and stuff here done. So you can just go in there and go buy yourself one of them McDonald's McMuffins. But boy, look what you're missing out on when you do. And most of the things in this was done last night. He just had to put it together this morning. See there that fresh ground pepper goes, baby. Yes, sir. Now, you know what else would do good on that, Charlie? Just a wild thought, a wild idea would be just a few sprigs of torn up basil, fresh basil.
Oh, you always have to add stuff.
Honey, I put, Charlie, what I've learned with oranges, if I peel my oranges and lay them down and tear some basil up on it, it's basiled oranges. It takes that flavor on those oranges.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it would.
Oh, it's incredible, the flavor. I mean, I'm going to serve basiled oranges, and I discovered it by accident. Yeah. Well. Now, how about this, huh? I mean, is that a picture? Strawberries and watermelon, fresh cooked bacon, raspberries, and heavenly eggs. And did you notice Senor Charlie Harbison saying you always trying to add something? But watch what he's going to come back in the door with here in a minute, just because I mentioned the possibility of adding some fresh basil. And you could do rosemary, thyme, oregano, just, you could do a little dry pesto and sprinkle it across it, tarragon, whatever. Tarragon's great on eggs. A little tarragon on that with a little basil too. And my goodness gracious, it's so good. They say you put it on top of your head, your tongue will slap your brains out trying to get to it. Okay, they say make you hurt yourself, baby. It won't hurt you, but it'll make you hurt yourself, honey. Yes, sir, because you can't hardly stood it. You can't hardly stop eating it. And see, that's when gluttony comes in, when you're eating because it's so goddamn good, you don't want to stop. Look what the man's coming through the door with. He said, you're always putting something extra and wanting to. And look what he went and done. He loves it as much as I do. And he loves me always wanting to add something to it. Sometimes he'll say, let's just stop where it's at. But most of the time, he'll go get it because he can't stand it. Once he knows, my friend, Honorable Senor Charlie Harbison, a maestro at work.
Let's eat.
Yes, sir. Let's eat. Bon appetit. Let's eat. That's short for bon appetit or something like that. Some fancy terms some fancy people use. But the bottom line is, let's eat, baby. It's showtime.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. We blessed it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Lord, for this bountiful feast we're about to have. And this relational feast we have, and just spending time together with my friend. I've heard Derwood and Charlie say some things this morning that have opened up whole new venues of thought and discovery for me just because of listening and paying attention and spending some time with my friends. You think you know it all, and you can run your mouth forever on what you know, but sometimes if you're listening, people will say things that will open up a whole other world. And we are going to set this down, and that's all right. I'll come back for that one. Senor Charlie Harbison. Yeah. Gotcha. Yes, sir. Oh, we're going to get out this dough. Pick up the fork. fell on a piece of paper. Some people wouldn't.
Raspberries, stuff out of the garden.
Some people would not want you to eat with a fork. That fell on the floor, but we got a 5-second rule. We got a 5-second rule for food and a fork. It don't matter. What are you sitting there, Charlie?
Later.
Now, how about having a breakfast?
Yes, sir.
In a setting like this? Now, there's just some mamas and women that just would not. This wouldn't be acceptable to. But anybody that's having breakfast with crab claws around it, knowing it's in your eggs, I mean, you don't want to clean that up. You clean it up later. You kind of feast right now on Derwood.
Yep, it ain't Tiffany's, but I think it's a whole lot better.
It ain't Tiffany's.
With that Harbison.
It ain't Tiffany's, but I think it's a whole lot more better. Do you got some milk, Charlie Brown?
Yep.
All right.
In fact, I got another gallon because I figured you want some.
Wow. Now, this is one of the things I live for. Charlie Harbison lets me cook for him, but I come do all this work sometimes just so I can have Charlie Harbison on breakfast. And Harbison's west of the Pecos Grill. Yeah, honey, hush. There is Honorable Senor Charlie Harbison's west of the Pecos Grill. A lot of this food was cooked right there last night. And right over there in that pot. And now, with Charlie Harbison's labor and myself having peeled some crab, we are about to dine on the results of it. Honey, hush. Now then, after I take this picture, I'm going to sit down and eat. Y'all, one little glance over here. Honey, hush. He going to stand up and take a bow. Derwood. He don't need no introduction. He records on a sardine label.
Fasting after I fasten my jaws around this.
Me too. Me too. All right.